Hi, welcome to another First Look. All right, this is a test. What's more fun than one Ruger Wrangler Birdshead revolver? Well, that's easy. 3. You know, since introducing the Wrangler, I don't know, a couple years ago, the sales have been off the chart. I mean, how can you beat what's essentially a Ruger single 6, although made with some slightly less expensive materials, for MSRP at, $250 or so? I see them at gun stores at pretty much $199 all the time. I mean, goodness gracious, a Ruger single action 22 long rifle revolver for less than $200. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that that just might be a good deal. I've had quite a bit of experience with the original Wrangler, which had a 4.6-inch barrel, I think it was, square butt. They seem to shoot about 3 inches, give or take a little bit. The new Wrangler Birdshead has this round, or as they used to call them in the Old West, Birdshead grip. And with this barrel in this configuration, and I actually really like this grip size and shape a little bit better than the standard Wrangler, but this also seems to be about a 3-inch gun at 25 yards, give or take a little bit. Depends on the ammo, and you will find that the fixed sights tend to be slightly off sometimes. I've shot maybe about a dozen Wranglers. Some of them are just right spot on. Some of them might be, 1.5 inches or 2 inches left or something like that, but that's really common. And you can actually work with that by adjusting the different types of ammunition, or maybe lowering the rear sight if necessary. You can actually even increase the width of the rear channel if you need to, one side or another, as if you're sort of adjusting the rear sight. Trigger pulls on my 3 test samples here seem to be right about at the 4.5 pound point, give or take a little bit. Now, I'll be the first to admit, Ruger has to save money somehow, and they save money here by having an aluminum alloy frame. This may be some kind of a zinc or some kind of a cast alloy frame too. That's not steel. Barrel though is hammer forged steel and rifled, and it's a very high quality. The action is MIM. However, MIM has come so far than it was 20 or 25 years ago, and so far I have not had any issues with any of the Rugers. As a matter of fact, they respond really well to action work, and if you take it apart and polish what needs to be polished, you'll be amazed that you can really turn this into a pretty smooth, pretty snicky kind of a gun. Now, the Birdshead Wrangler weighs 28 ounces, and for you people stuck in California, you'll be happy to know that these are California legal. Well, without further ado, let's gear up and shoot one of these a little bit so you can see it go bang. Okay, we're geared up, eyes and ears, 6-shot Ely match ammunition, just because that's what I had at hand. And let's see what happens here. I'm just gonna shoot 6 rounds and see where they hit. Well, I can't quite see, but you'll find these guns actually do really well, and from a rest I should be getting, that sort of 2.5 to 3 inch group maybe at this distance. We're at about 20 yards, give or take a little bit. Let's go look. Well, I couldn't really see the bullet holes from back there, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, I always worry about that. 6 in the gun, should be 6 holes on the target. Looks like it was doing pretty good there till I guess I lost my mind or something. I'll show you a gun rider trick though. This is, there you see. Now suddenly that's your group. And then see, no, we never do that, but just in case you see that someplace. So, hey, I wanted to show you too, being a single action, open the loading gate and then you eject the empties like this. So it's not exactly a high-speed maneuver, and I think pretty much once you're done with those 6, you need to call a halt for a while until you get things sorted out again. All right, let's finish this up. Well, there you have it. It's a good shooter, a great trail pistol, a good learning gun. Single actions can be safe. You just have to understand what the manual of arms are. And it's also a good gun for kids, you know, virtually no recoil, easy to understand, and you need to do very methodical actions in order to get the gun shoot. And so be thinking about that. Plus, if you have several kids at about 200 bucks a piece, at least it won't break the bank. So Ruger Wrangler Birdshead. Right now they come in 3 tasty colors. I'll bet you that there's going to be more colors down the road. And before I leave you, I want to tease you a little bit with something. I mentioned the fact that I had some other Ruger Wranglers, and one of those is this one. And what I did was I took a standard Ruger Wrangler revolver and then I did some custom work to it in my shop. So I'll do a follow-up video and tell you exactly what's going on here, and I think you'll enjoy learning. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Remember the 4 firearm safety rules, and I'll see you next time.